in the basement, no longer alone, with my homegirl Terez on the microphone. Music, politics, or just chatting it up. Brunch in the basement, see that's what's up. You never know who might run through. Legendary artists or someone brand new. You miss a lot when you miss one day. At least that's what I heard somebody say. But it doesn't really matter what whoever says. It's always a good show with JaVonne and Terez. Yeah. Brunch in the basement with JaVonne and Terez. Yeah. Let's see who we got today or what we doing today or whatever it is, it's gonna be good. Woo!
I love you all so much.
Just that's the first thing that
Adam and Eve.
we can see you now.
I know, and thank God.
Yeah. That's generally the response we get from everybody, but we keep it clean.
Hey, you don't know, babe, when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing, and it don't change. If I had it my way, you would know that you are. You're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're my sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all. I just wanna see. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, oh, you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. Oh, best part.
It's the sunrise and those brown eyes, yes. You're the one that I desire. When we wake up and then we make love, it makes me feel so nice. You're my water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're the Tylenol I take when my head hurts. You're the sunshine of my life. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, then you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. Oh, best part. If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you?
Hey everybody, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the basement. My name is JaVonne, and you are in the basement with JaVonne and Terez. Terez will be coming on soon. And sorry I was a little late, but life happens. And if you're watching on Facebook, please run on over to YouTube, WJBR Internet Radio, and check us out there, like and subscribe. Mm, 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 yeah. Somebody loves you. If you start feeling down, lift your head up off the ground. Go on and count your blessings. Somebody loves you. Don't you know that? Whatever the problem is at all, hey, don't hesitate to call. No. There's nothing better than somebody loves you. I was seeking, I needed something to help me to give up. A friend told me I've been hard on myself, giving everybody else love, but never filling me up. Working day and night, blowing my mind, hurting down to the bone. You came along, said I didn't have to do it on my own. You said, if you start feeling down, lift your head up, lift your head up, go on and count your blessings. Somebody loves you. Don't you know that? Whatever the problem is at all, call me. Don't hesitate to call. There's nothing better than somebody loves you. Somebody loves you. Open your eyes and think of the treasure we could find. Together we're rising. I got your back, cause I know that you got mine. We've only just begun. There's gonna be more to face, but it ain't about how fast we can make it. Everybody's gotta run the race. So if you start feeling down, lift your head up, lift your hand, go on and count your blessings. Somebody loves you. Don't you know that? Whatever the problem is at all, call. Don't hesitate to call. There's nothing better than somebody loves you. Somebody loves you, yeah. If you start feeling down, lift your head up on the ground. Go on and count your blessings. Somebody loves you. I want you to know I love you. Whatever the problem is at all, don't hesitate to call. There's nothing better than somebody loves you. Somebody loves, somebody loves you. Somebody loves you. Tell them one more time. Somebody loves you, yeah. It's so good to know that somebody loves you, yeah. Go tell somebody, somebody loves you, yeah. If you start feeling down, lift your head up on the ground. Go on and count your blessings. Somebody loves you. Tell somebody, whatever the don't hesitate to call. There's nothing better than somebody loves you. No matter how high, lift your head up on the ground. Gonna need some love, your blessing. Somebody loves you. Somebody to love. Whatever the problem is at all, don't hesitate to call. There's nothing better than somebody loves you. Somebody love. If you start feeling down, lift your head up off the ground. Somebody love and count your blessings. Somebody loves you. Somebody loves. Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me and chilling with me until Rez comes through. Obviously, I was a little late tonight, so that gives her a little bit of time, because I sent her link a little late. But she will be joining us tonight. I want to thank you for joining me. Let me just say that I had an unhappy day at work today. So being here makes me feel so much better. And when I see that you're here with me, it just it lights me up. It really does. It just turns everything around. And with that being said, let's see. Wait a second. It don't start there. It's not how the song starts. The song is supposed. You know what? Actually, Rezi just came through. So let's say hi to Rezi, and then I am going to play your song, Levon, once we bring Rezi Poo through. How about that? Let's do that first. What's
First
up,
of
Rezi
all,
Poo? How you doing?
happy hump day. First of all, clean up woman? Is that what we doing?
Yeah, that's what we're doing, because that's what she
Somebody
wants.
wasn't alive and clean up woman.
You know, we can't help it. The youngins,
Somebody's grandmama or their mama was listening to that song.
you know, what you gonna do? The youngins listen to the show. You know, they hang around they grandmas, and you know.
That's what's up. A good old dose of elders never did anybody any harm.
You know, it ain't hurt nobody. And
I
with
was
that,
raised by my elders.
let's do it.
A clean up woman is a woman who gets all the love. The reason I know so much about her is because she picked up a man of mine. Jumping slick was my ruin, 'cause I found out all I was doing was making it easy for the clean up woman to get my man's love. Oh yeah, just making it easy for the clean up woman to get my baby's love. Uh-huh. I took this man's love and put it on the shelf. And like a fool, I thought I had him all to myself. When he needed love, I was out having fun. But I found out that all I had done was made it easy for the clean-up woman to get my man's love. Yeah, that's what I did. I made it easy for the clean-up woman to steal my baby's love. Oh yeah. The clean-up woman will wipe his blues away. She'll give him plenty loving 24 hours a day. The clean-up woman, she'll sweep him off his feet. She's the one who take him in when you dump him in the street. So take a tip, you better get hip to the clean-up woman, 'cause she's tough. I mean, she really cleans up.
Yes, yes, yes. That was nice for me too. So thank you so much for that request. I appreciate it. So how you doing, Lizzie? How are you?
You know, I'm in a very introspective week. That's how I'm doing. You know, all good stuff. You know.
Okay. All right.
I like to think that you have lessons and blessings, and there's no negative vibe. Just very lessons and blessings, and that's where I'm at.
I dig that. Yeah. I kind of feel you on that. Today was one of those days too for me, but I'm worn out. I'm just
Today is 2222.
Yes, it is.
So all my numerology folks, have y'all looked at those twos today?
Yeah, what does it mean in numerology? Like, what's the significance? There must be something, right? All those twos, it's got to be something. But what's the never?
What's the never?
It means it's got to be funky. Now, I'd like to know if anybody does know. Where's Mrs. Matthews? She normally would know something, but she's not on yet. She's joining.
Yeah.
But we can circle back to that if she comes up. That's interesting. If anybody, Miss DJ, LaVonne, anybody, Sharon.
Well, the number 2222, which is 4 twos, right? It's a representation of harmony and serenity. The angels are trying to tell you that you must achieve some sort of equilibrium in your life. The angelic number 2222 is a good sign of things to come for you. It's a sign that you're about to enter a period of peace and stability. Amen. Okay? So if you've been experiencing any kind of waves and you believe in angel numbers and neurology, then that's what that means. You's about to. Don't mean you in. So, and it indicates that you need to choose a path and stick to it. So if you've been vacillating, 2222, just means that you need to choose a path and stick to it.
You got to play that number. That's true, right? How about that? That's true.
That bolita. Yep, that too. If my grandmother was living, she would have called me up like, Missy, you got to play that number.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, it's interesting that I always find, I'm not a big number player, but I always try to play my birthday, and it's always sold out. Choose.
How does a number run out?
It sells out. Yeah.
You mean in the street?
No.
Not like at the lotto. At the lotto? Wow, that means a lot of people are
something significant about the combination of numbers, the 4-digit.
That's interesting.
That's
very, very interesting. So I've never heard of a number being sold out.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised, I guess. I don't know if it's pleasantly, but so what I started doing is when they started to, and this is before you could play numbers in advance, you know what I mean? So what I would do is I would play it, like if my birthday was on a Friday, I would go on Monday and play it for that date in advance, because on that day, you can't get that number if you're not like, I don't know at what point it sells out. I don't know that part of it, but yeah, they do sell out. Exactly, that bolita. Yeah.
It's very interesting, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it won't sell. Oh, I'm sorry, that number is gone. What? How many people are buying 1011? What the hell is happening? But it's significant for something. Yeah.
That is interesting.
I was looking through stuff today, and I kind of had a thought about, all of this political stuff. Now I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but every time I think about something political now, JaVonne, you're in the background of my head. You are. Sorry.
I don't want to be there for that. Here, let me give you something else to think about.
Oh, good Lord.
Anything but the political, okay? You don't. Okay, let me ask you this. You don't hear Shaka Khan and think of me?
See, Shaka held a lot of significance prior to.
I gotta do better. I gotta do better.
I found out that the doctor I'm always arguing with, we have an odd brother-sister thing, is a Libra, 10-8. Odd brother-sister thing. That's funny. And what, pray tell, may those arguments be about? Is this a professional colleague? Someone that you connect with? What, pray tell, are you arguing about?
Or is it the head shrinker?
She didn't know what kind of doctor. She just said the
Dr.
doctor,
Shiza, knowing LaVon, probably a
the
head shrinker.
psychiatrist. So, I got a question for you. I don't know if you as of late, well, I don't know if you've been following the Cardi B trial.
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well,
Not at all. What is it about?
well, this particular trial, and I'm going to use the term allegedly based on the significance of the trial. But Cardi basically sued this popular blogger for defamation, and I think there are a few other things tagged in there as well. And this was after, the blogger allegedly put out a lot of negative content for a number of years, and some of the content was not true. And as a result, she did significant harm. And yeah, Cardi sued her, and Cardi won. And she won quite a bit of money, pain and suffering, and whatever else was attached to that, in the millions. And she's popular on YouTube, and she gave a statement that someone sent to me. And I don't follow her, but the statement that she put out right after the verdict came, which she, I guess, intends to appeal, the statement that she gave was so, in my opinion, harmful and void of responsibility. And she tied that into her First Amendment right. And it's interesting that we have a culture in this country where we think celebrities that, people that we deem celebrities aren't human. So it's one thing to talk about her song, her record, or whatever she did publicly for your entertainment. Maybe she was in a show or something, you didn't like it, blah, blah, blah. You didn't like her album, whatever you're giving. But when you start attacking the person, and yeah, there's some people out there that says, oh, well, you're a public figure. This is what comes with it. I don't believe things like defamation, and I don't believe that things like people have the right to just make up shit as they go along. And because you have millions of followers and you start spewing that, out, and you have no proof, and like it's all that stuff. And I don't know what she alleges she has or doesn't have. I really don't care. I just think it's overall mean-spirited, and if that is how, and that's beyond your First Amendment right. Your First Amendment right, yes, is freedom of speech, but but when your speech causes harm, because again, you can't be mad at our former president, and then do the shit you did, because how do you see harm in his statements, but you don't see harm in yours? And then you want to talk about freedom of speech. I think that there's some responsibility to the freedoms that we have. And I think that, a lot of times Americans are super spoiled because we have a lot of luxuries that other places don't have, and when you use your powers for ugly or malice or whatever the case may be. And again, like I don't follow this young lady, but some of the trial I did based on the content, and some of the things that I heard that, she said on her platform, and some of the things, it goes beyond, what's the word? It goes beyond entertainment. There's the thin line between entertaining and harming someone, because there's nothing stopping anybody from doing the same thing about you or someone you love. And I think that as a society, there's always going to be a lot of people that are miserable in their skin, that subscribe to that kind of behavior with no accountability or responsibility about what you're doing. And then there's a she calls, and I know we have our chatter boxes, loving them dearly, but the other piece is like this is for years. I happen to agree everything you said, LaVonne, everything you said. And well, she gave it away, Alyssa. Took that black woman's money. That's what happened. She gave it away because when you do that, it's like then you tend to wonder, why am I the focus of so much of your stuff? And then you want to talk about, how the images and things like that's, I'm sorry, that written statement that she read before she walked off the, goodbye. She walked out of her chair and left her mic kind of there, was just so.
Who left what?
She gave a written statement. She was talking on her platform, and and why somebody chose to interrupt my day with this mess, I don't know. But of course, because of who sent it, I watched it. And I said to myself, this is like painfully narcissistic. And then it's trying, and whoever wrote it, you could tell that they were reaching beyond their scope because it was tied up into so much rhetoric, and even up to and including mentioning the First Amendment rights and how you should be able, and you're doing this and you're championing the cause.
Okay.
Come on, lady.
So you said you think of me when political things in the back of your head. Is this the article you were talking about that you thought, or this was the thing that was going on that made you think of me?
No,
Or something else?
It was Mr. Biden and some other stuff.
I haven't been paying attention. I've been working, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I will say, in terms of what you are talking about now, that is not that is not within, it is not within her constitutional right. It is not First Amendment right to defame someone, to commit libel or slander. That's against the law, and that's what she did. So Pop is not here, so I did it. I got the definition of defamation includes slander and libel. Libel is the act of defaming another person through writings such as newspapers, other publications, articles, blogs, or social media postings. Slander is the act of making a false oral statement about the character of or professional standing of another person. Anything that you put out there that causes harm in a public way, you can be sued for it. You cannot slander, you cannot defame by libel, you can't put out articles, newspapers, or blogs.
And here's the thing, it wasn't even like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It's like, it's different from having, and one of the points that my friend who sent it was trying to make is, they've had this rival. I said, listen, you are reporting about this allegedly about what you believe to be in this woman's life with your alleged sources and whatever you claim you have. And one of the things you fucked up and did was talked about something medical. And, unless, like, for sure. And even then, you got to be careful about what you put out because there are such thing as HIPAA laws that do apply to people's medical information. Now, I understand.
Well, the HIPAA law, if I see you and I say Terez had, I don't know, finger snatching surgery, that makes no sense. But let's just say I said that. And let's just say you did or you didn't. That wouldn't violate a HIPAA law because I don't have any firsthand medical information. Like I don't have access to your medical records. I'm just taking a guess, and I'm just saying I'm putting it out there. However, if I work in a hospital and I know for a fact that you had finger snatching surgery.
Well, I'm doing it. I'm being roundabout about it because what she actually said, she put out there, rumored out there that she had a sexually transmitted disease, and and in that, claim,
that's nasty.
That's just foul.
That's nasty. Why are you going to do that?
And kept doing it, and unfortunately, from what I allegedly heard, allegedly, that it's like, bam, here's my medical report. Do you okay? So now I don't give a shit who your sources were, it's wrong. I shouldn't have to do this. And what you've done is not only affected me, you've affected my family with this information. Like there was a situation where she was posting a picture or a video or something, and she was kissing her daughter, and then, there were the comments on the how could you kiss your daughter with, like all this crap, and it really caused her, a great deal of duress. And I heard it wasn't even a question that she was found liable, and this is just what they released to the public. But you can get any kind of document you want under FOIL, Freedom of Information.
Yeah.
So
I mean, for me, my platform, my idea about social media, about blogging, podcasting, whatever it is that you put out there in the world, it should be something positive. If I don't like a celebrity or something that they did or said or what my impression, I don't have to speak about them. I don't have to give them any airplay. And I'm not going to try to boost myself up by making up rumors and telling lies or even telling nasty truths about people. I just leave you the fuck alone. See, that's me. You nasty? Nope.
There have been often times that people will say stuff because they get in their feelings. And, I say all the time, there's a thin line between your feelings and what's actually going on, and unfortunately we all have feelings, and Cardi playing in the jungle for a long time. It's not a question of her innocence or guilt. It's just, coming from the perspective of people who do media, and people who are human and have feelings attached to. I just don't have the right to just get on and say anything I want to say about somebody, good, bad, or indifferent,
Yeah.
And particularly if it's not connected to me in any way. Like if I got on and, now I came on talking about something in my experience, and this is what occurred to me, keep it on you.
Right.
But that's not what she does. She reports
as if it's fact, and you can't do that. That's illegal. That's slander. You can't do that. And that's why she sued and she won.
JaVonne, get out of my head. Yeah, it just kind of made me think, wow, okay, so you have zero responsibility and you just gonna throw it all under the First Amendment? That's what we're gonna do, girl. All right. Sit down somewhere.
I think, and I'm not, but I think as a celebrity, it's a tricky, it's a slippery slope. Because you need press. I think press is always good. Good press or bad press is good. However, you don't want there's always being public, period. Not even being a celebrity, being public, being on social media, even doing this podcast, you put yourself in a position where there are some nuts out there. Hopefully, I mean, I think the bigger you are, the less. Well, that's not true because people get killed by nuts. I was getting ready to say, but but then again, being shy, you get killed. That's why be worthy of the damn bullet that's coming to get you. You fabulous, be fucking fabulous. This girl was out there spreading lies. She got sued. She lost, as she should have. Period. The end. I mean, I just don't think anybody should be out there, telling nasty rumors about people. Life is hard enough. Find something positive to do.
Harm is harm.
Wait, say it again.
Harm is harm. You know? And harm is not, and harm, you don't necessarily define somebody else's harm, Someone says, you do what you could tap somebody with a feather. If they say, ouch, don't hit me, that hurts.
Exactly.
You honor that. You don't get to determine what harms somebody and what doesn't once you've been told. And from what I understand, there had been some warnings. Listen, could you stop? There have been, there's some warnings in between.
Yeah, well, then she asked for it. She asked for it. And you know what? Quite frankly,
But to go on to try to be this martyr that you're not, and then talk about images and we and this and that, but you call your audience the winos. And most of the in some of the content that you put out, you're clearly inebriated doing it.
You know
and you
what?
tell people, "Oh, I'm drunk."
But you know what?
That's what you talk about. And then you went on and talked about him. Come on, we're talking about glass.
But you know what? Some people are attracted to that, and guess what? I don't want to give her any traction. I'm not. I never heard of her up until now,
yeah.
and I'm not trying to celebrate that.
No, we're not. What I'm celebrating is the fact that Cardi won the suit, and it is a painful lesson, but a lesson nonetheless. And it is what it is. But it's important, because I think in that there's a goodness that is always going to prevail, and it's actions and deeds. And if you got issues, please go get some help, because they only get worse the older you get.
A lot of times when people commit slander or libel, they have an opportunity to fix it, to turn it around and say, oops, my bad, to retract, because that's the first thing, where you offer the opportunity to retract your statement.
Mm-hmm.
And if you would offered that opportunity multiple times and you opted to keep, selling the bull, like the last president did,
right.
and continues to do. He's still out there. It's fixed. Motherfucker. Mm-hmm. We on to the next one,
Mm-hmm.
But then you reap what your hand sows. You reap, and I don't wish anybody any harm. And like you said, harm is harm.
Harm is harm.
Yep. So I found this in my digital music box. But Cardi learned from her own legal troubles how to handle it. Well, if you're gonna have legal troubles, you should learn something from them.
There you go. Right answer. If you learn something, then it's a good deal.
That was a good deal.
When you don't learn, know.
One of your buds. Yeah, let's just do this.
And slipping be coursing, strictly big bossing to get the fortune. Hard late, get money all day. Slip your foreplay, go out the hard way. Receive a caution, fuck the floors and slip and be coursing, strictly big bossing.
You not ready to test the lock. Faking the funk, confess or die. Not physically, but lyrically. Come on, give it your best try. The flow's coming, don't get caught up in it. Talking about straps and gats when the only tools you had water in it. Wait a minute, I'm about to spark shit. If you smoking 20 blunts a day, chances are you smoking garbage. A hard bitch? No, we know never. Too clever, too feminine. I'm on the winning it. Select the rewind and come again. Yeah. Then let it drop again. Don't stop again. Rappers is pet. Latifah coming for her props again. No matter where in the U.S. you reside. Lyrically, I commit justifiable homicide. I represent the felines, the kind that used to like the tree climb and been respected since I started to speak mine. Hard lay, get money all day. Sleep your full prey, go out the hard way.
Hard lay, get money all day. Slip your full prey, go out the hard way. Receive a caution, fuck the floors and slip and be coursing. Strictly big bossing to get the fortune. Hard lay, get money all day. Slip your full prey, go out the hard way. Receive a caution, fuck the floors and slip and be coursing. Strictly big bossing to get the fortune.
Beyond lights and cameras, behind the glamours. Ghetto scramblers with broken grammars. Cock the hammers, fuck the flashes. Stashing Benjamin Grants and Jacksons. Money's the passion, greed's the lust for satisfaction. Cash flow like Castro, fast though, don't last though. Would you to let them ass no feds, don't let that ass go. Hoping on your trail since undercover surveillance. Your man in jail since he one of two assailants. Peep the less discretion, times is stressing. No depression, minds advance like the Jetsons. No dirt where you be at, think before you react. It's the famous seek that quick to bring the heat back. Made moves wrong, fortune's gone. You're singing sad songs, still reminiscing about the days you was on. Hard lay, get money all day. Slip your fall break, go out the hard way.
Hard lay, get money all day. Slip your fall break.
to the head.
On the red.
We vacation in places where the nation's language is French. Ride the whip, the Merrill Lynch, while others ride the bench. We come through in the clinch. You never see us flinch. Your cheese come in increments. Mine come till I'm drenched.
Slim bar from the fem squad. Chick meaner than Nimrod. Wanna spar, we could go par 5-2. Leave your chin scarred. No complication. Mind and conquer nations. Deep concentration. Realize to comp your face.
Hey yo, hand over this. Getting money, hand over fist. No time to parlay. Hunting them hundreds that's crisp. With producers that's A-list. Lyrics that lace this to make sure these hits never miss when we play
The
this.
fem marquee, the Queen Latifah. The double feature. Attraction by each fuck. Force to reach up.
Hard lay. Get money all day. Slip your four prey. Go out the hard way.
Hard lay. Get money all day. Slip your four prey. Go out the hard way. Receive a portion. Fuck with shorts and slip and be course and strictly endorsing to get support. Hard lay. Get money all day. Slip your four prey. Go out the hard way. Receive a portion. Fuck with shorts and slip and be course and strictly endorsing to get support.
Marquis.
Woohoo!
Marquis and la 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 la. Nice. Yes. Two of my peoples.
Yes, to your
Shout
people.
out to Marquis and Dana Dane. That's what's up.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's a oldie but a goodie.
Yeah. Found that in I was gonna say my mental Rolodex, but yeah, it's in there. It's
So funny. Folks always think Marquis is new to this. Oh no. And she's written a lot of stuff for folk that y'all thought was theirs. She's done a lot of ghostwriting and stuff and features and stuff. She's a dope ass MC. Shout out to Marquis.
And the Queen Pen. God, I didn't even think of that name for a minute. Hope she's good. Yep, the Queen Pen.
Queen Pen?
Yep.
Shout out to Lenise Crowd. Shout out to Queen Pen.
Yeah, so what was the thing? Let's get it over with. What is it?
According to her, anxiety, depression, from what I see, she consistently fails to perceive effectively plan to address her triggers or analyze the results. Yep. I have to say I agree there, but I wanted to go back to something.
Who y'all talking about?
Misty J said.
Y'all talking about Cardi B?
Or
are you talking about this other young lady? You don't know?
I was trying to go back to where I saw I was going to stick a pin there, and I think it was something Misty was saying.
About what?
Let's see.
About she's been in the jungle?
No, that's way up. It depends on what she was in therapy for.
Oh, okay.
I happen to agree with this though.
Thank you, Misty J, because it's nice to know what and who we're talking about here. Thank you.
Yes. You know, it's sometimes people, like, how do I say this gingerly? Let's
say it. Don't say it gingerly. Say it.
No, because it's important that it, I don't
say it Terezly. Terez says
that could be a couple of ways.
How about this?
All right.
I know what. I know.
This is again, this is part belief, part therapeutic training. I'll just leave it at that. But mostly belief that, if you are in therapy and you are committed to your wellness, and even if it's your first time going, I think that you will be open and honest, but you will still see the world through the lenses of your experiences, and sometimes through the traumatic experiences, right? So it's important that you tell the truth, and not, the truth that, clearly if you could tell your own truth and do your own stuff, you wouldn't need a therapist, right? But you're still going in hopes to whatever has caused you blockage to get some freedom there, right? So in order to do that, you have to do the work. And the work means that you have to create your safe space with a therapist that you trust and go in, go in. And hopefully, if you don't know what going in means, or if you have never had the experience of going in, sometimes it can be a painful journey. And, and most people don't want to touch a hot stove. But the reality is you may have to touch it to be able to cure yourself or help heal whatever those blockages are, traumas are, sometimes we have created a life that we have managed to set ourselves up to avoid things, and what happens when you do that is that you don't avoid them. They eventually live in your cellular walls of emotions, and you start acting and reacting them out, and you see things through the lenses of your pain and trauma, and that becomes your norm. That becomes your norm. And there's no way to love that, pray that, wish that away. You're going to have to do the hardcore work. And honestly, it's no way around it but through it. But I promise you, if you do the work and you're committed to your wellness and you heal that little boy or girl or that situation or come to terms and peace with it, that's a certain freedom that you will never experience until you do. It will change your life when you have the right foundation for healing and you step into that. You look like you ate a duck on camera. What did I say? That's why.
Are you talking about me, Elisa?
JaVonne, that moved frightened. Freedom, that's a word. Phew. Yeah, freedom, because have you ever I'm trying to relate a feeling that's almost as a matter of fact. And this is going to sound super bizarre, but I bet y'all be able to relate to it. Have you ever woken up in the morning and gone to the bathroom? Your first squat of the day after waking up. And that feeling of, now you still may be sleepy. I know this happens to me, so I can't be the only one.
Are you talking about poop?
No, not poop. Just the relief. Like when you first get up in the bathroom, if you have to use the restroom and you go in there and you sit down and you're like, that's what you lighten. That's the physical feeling of lightening the load of things that you've been carrying. It's an it's a I'm trying to give it some levity, but it's an it's just a, and then you'll say, then you, if you're lucky, because, I can only speak from my experience in this, but I tell you something, therapy changed my life, my perspective. It, you're the first P. Well, just, it really is. People think I have blunted effect. I speak like a gladiator when I reference treatment. Yeah, man. I'll tell you something. When you have somebody, and I happen to have, shout out to Jay, I happen to have had my first therapist. I was very blessed into getting someone who was cutting me off at every corner I turned to, was giving me left jabs. What I mean by that is really provoking me to think past my pain, think past associated traumas, speak past some things. Because once upon a time, I didn't want to, there was a shame in naming that it was there. You try to pretend like shit ain't happening when it is. You try to pretend like, okay, I'm good. Yeah, so this is you philosophize out of whatever it was when it really, really hurt your feelings, or it really, really caused you pain, or you make excuses for the other, the person, that if it was a person involved, you make excuses for whatever happened, or when you learn different, in my case, intellectualize the fact that it did happen, you know. Well, this is what it is, and hurt people, all of the stuff that you connect to. But the bottom line is this shit sits in your emotional cells, and it causes harm, and it causes things that, and I'm sorry, and I'm gonna keep it on me, and I'm not saying this is for anybody else, but if you find yourself making excuses for your own life, it's not okay. It just really is okay. And you deserve to be able to have that that give yourself that freedom, allow yourself that, give yourself permission to have that freedom. That wall. If my therapist doesn't curse at me, we haven't really broken any ground. Well, it depends on if okay, so and that's not, I mean, everybody, there's different methods for different things. I have not, depending on, it depends. I can't even say that would surprise me, but it depends, because if cursing is your safe space, then I'm wondering, was it cursing involved in some trauma, or was it cursing involved in some pain? Is that the norm? Because you just deserve to be all loved up and filled with glee. We really do. However that comes, And sometimes, people that are broken and full of their own experiences, that have a hand in raising us, or have a hand in, guiding us, or perhaps it was some trauma that happened from somebody you didn't know, or maybe someone you dated. Or it can come all kinds of ways. It can come in your adulthood, it can come in your childhood. But that childhood shit, man, and then you gotta get through it, Gotta get through it. Nah, I just like the word fuck, and I'm used to fucking with people. Okay. We're gonna do it, you Misty. My favorite bad word, really? Okay. Or do you just enjoy? They're on fire tonight. And it's quick. Did they speed this chat up? Because I'm hearing his back, boom, boom, boom. That's hilarious. Do you have a favorite curse word, JaVonne?
It could be fuck, or yeah, probably fuck.
Really? Never thought about that.
Yep, probably fuck. It's so good for so many different emotions and expressions. I mean, a good fuck will take a conversation in, good way.
Do I have a favorite curse word? I probably have to know what my default then. I don't know.
What's that?
It would be probably the same, I think.
Fuck. Yeah. It's a good one.
But as of late, I think this is because I've seen the video so much. I just go, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
I know, right? And speaking of fuck, let me show y'all the teaser for the After Dark.
Okay.
You ready for this?
I'm not sure.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Coming soon.
Are you ready for After Dark? In the basement. Only on WJBR Internet Radio.
That's going to require clearance.
Yeah.
That's going to require clearance. Okay. Good Lord.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what y'all doing. That's what you're doing over there. That's how you're feeling.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing.
X-rated. Y'all gonna have to put some disclaimers out there. That's what we're doing.
There will be some disclaimers. Yep.
What the Prince Nikki. and this one. I love the breath shot. Just didn't want to admit it right off. just gonna admit it right off. Oh my goodness. Y'all are really doing shows.
What are you gonna say, Misty? I don't know.
Unpacking so much with these conversations. You use so many bad words. Do you?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know, there's something to be said with about a chain of bad words.
Well, it depends on how you use them in a sentence, because sometimes they close out a sentence like a period. Just is. I'm just thinking that man isn't Dominican. I can't with y'all. I cannot. I cannot.
Pop has to type.
Quit sending me text messages and chat while I'm online.
That is funny.
Text messages.
They send you text messages because you answer them.
No, not always. Just the ones, not when you're sending me text messages, but you're watching the show. But you're not.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Asking me questions like why? Why are you doing that? Type the question in. It's fine. Right? Hey, you do what you type the question in.
Type the question in.
Come on.
A professional Samuel L. Jackson in female form. Motherfucking. Aren't breasts wonderful? Yeah, I'm just saying. When was the last word y'all have just appreciated the love pillows? Yours. Oh, when was the last time?
Daily.
I sing love songs to mine, unashamed.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Well, celebrating the work of art.
That's it. Speaking of work of art, Black people are a work of art. I mean, when God made brown skin and made our features and gave us that rhythm and made our bodies and our strength and our resilience and our just who we are, just amazing. God did a wonderful thing creating Black people.
That's a fact.
And as we know here on this show, we celebrate Black history and Black people every day.
Facts.
However, howsoever, there are others this short ass month who are looking specifically to find some information about us as a people, our culture, and to say, they're celebrating our culture. Yes, and we come in so many different shades, varieties, flavors. We got flavor.
Say that again.
So, in the spirit of our Black History moment that we have every show, not only in February. Shit, basically, we probably shouldn't do it in February, just to prove a point. But
I love that particular line, Miss DJ. That's one of my favorite.
Brown skin, I love your brown skin. Yeah, I can't tell what yours begins. I can't tell what mine's ends.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That is a lyric for your ass right there.
That is the truth.
That's a writing fool, India Irie. Shout out to India Irie.
Shout out to India Irie. That's it. Let's do our moment, our Black History moment, right? And keep it going. I was liking that, Rez. That was a nice beat. Okay, this gentleman here is Dr. Carter G. Woodson. He's the person who began, quote unquote, Negro History Week, the forerunner to Black History Month. Dr. Woodson was a noted historian, journalist, author, and the founder of the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. He's the one that came up with the idea of Black History Week, which then eventually became Black History Month. So let's make sure that Woodson gets the credit, because they try to whitewash it and say we gave you a month. No, you ain't give us shit.
Shut your asses up.
I just can't. And yes, this dude right here is Mr. Eric Holder, and on February 2nd of 2009, the United States Senate confirmed Eric Holder as the first African American Attorney General in the United States by a vote in the affirmative, of 75 to 21. Holder had been nominated by President Barack Obama on December 1st, 2008. He was formally installed on March 27, 2009. Eric Hampton Holder Jr. was born on January 21st, 1951 in the Bronx, Boogie Down, New York. After graduating from high school, he attended and graduated in 1973 from Columbia University with a BA degree in American history. He later graduated with his law degree from Columbia Law School in 1976 after working in the Justice Department and serving as a Superior Court judge in the District of Columbia. Holder was appointed by President Bill Clinton in 1993 as the first African American United States Attorney for the District of Columbia. There's a lot more to be said about that man. I just wanted to give you a little brief something. Eric Holder and Dr. Woodson. Today we celebrate you.
Boom, 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 boom.
Apparently,
Sandra, hey,
has been kissed by the sun. Don't even get me started on India Ari.
Any particular thing you're doing special for Black History Month?
I'm gonna stay black.
There we go. That's the most special thing we could do.
I'm gonna try to survive. Shit.
Great answer.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to survive. That's
So, say it loud.
Exactly.
I'm black and I'm proud. I think that everybody should go find one white friend or make a white friend and give them black facts every day. And then casually invite yourself over and test them on their black facts.
Dag, paid the cost to be the boss. My mom used to say that to me when I was a kid all the time. I was like, but why, Mom? Because I said so. I paid the cost to be the boss around here. That's what my mother used to say. Okay. All right. All right. She paid the cost. I don't know how much. Well, how much does it cost? Don't say that. Don't ask that, because
something
black out to not find out.
That's the Black Mama Handbook, page 19, section 2A.
Exactly. And yeah, that's a good question, though, Rez. What is everybody doing to celebrate this month, if anything at all? My new favorite song, Thank God I'm Black, I Won't Take It Back. I'm proud to be back.
I'm black, y'all. I'm bliggity black, y'all. I'm bliggity black, y'all. Yes.
She said, I am obnoxiously black in February.
Yes, obnoxiously black. Come on, somebody. Yep, as you should be, Queen.
She said, just call me Sister Malcolm.
There we go. not Sister Betty, Sister Malcolm.
That's it. I feel you.
Right.
I'm just trying to survive. I'm just trying to survive. And
that sounds like an episode of Good Times. You doing more than surviving.
Yeah, keeping my head above water. That's it.
Listen, well, Mercury was out of retrograde, and it was, I believe, in Aquarius at that. So I don't know what that means for the shift if you believe in those things. But I will say it's been an interesting year thus far. I know I, for one, it's only February and I'm exhausted.
You know what?
I'm exhausted.
I hear you.
I could literally go to bed for 2 days, and if I didn't have to wake up to pee, I wouldn't get out of bed.
We're back to pee.
Yeah. Is everybody's urine okay? Is everybody's urine light? If not, check your urine, particularly around these times, because we're in the cold, flu, and COVID
Surviving
season.
and surviving. Yes, honey.
Make sure your urine is very light. Please don't come back with no amber urine. That means you're dehydrated or you're dehydrating. Please stay hydrated. Yes, and always look back. Look to see what's happening when you get up. If your urine is too dark, please increase your water, because that's one of the things that's happening to a lot of people when they land. Unfortunately, I know this why. It's just more useless information coming from Terez, but there are a lot of folks that are dehydrated in this camp, in these
That
hospitals.
is not useless information. It's very, very important.
It is. And sometimes I think we overlook that the importance of light colored urine. Please make sure your urine is light colored. If it is not, increase your water. You do not want amber colored urine. No bueno.
You're seasoning the wrong food. You want to call in and tell us about that, LaVonne? Because
Yeah,
that sounds like more than a couple of lines. Check your urine and check.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a discussion. It's just something to pay attention to.
She's like, I don't usually discuss my urine. Thank you very much.
Discuss it. Just if you see it's amber, increase your water. Increase your water. Your kidneys are screaming, but increase your water. You don't want to be dehydrated in this season, particularly with these viral things running around that we don't know nothing about. Please.
I've been thinking I need to go see the doctor. I don't know. I think I might even end up going tonight.
Oh, that would be an emergency room.
Yeah, because when I close my eyes, I can't see at all.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. I mean, complete darkness. Black. Not that black's a problem, but I can't see.
When you close your eyes,
I can't see anything.
Well, let's just say that emergency room bill will be one of a non-emergency, and that may keep you out of the emergency rooms. Mm-hmm. I average a gallon a day. Very good. That's very important.
That's a brain doctor.
I was hoping it was a love doctor, but I guess you need a brain doctor. Yeah, you do.
A brain doctor. Because I only know 25 letters of the alphabet. I've been telling people for the longest time there's only 25 letters in the alphabet.
Aren't there 26? How many letters in the alphabet? I forget now.
They're 25 because I don't know why. I don't know why.
Oh wow. Oh wow. This is where we are. Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
I'm on one tonight, y'all.
Well, what do you the weather is doing tricks, and so many
when
tricks.
I close my eyes, Coco, no, I can't.
Terez, no eye contact. You guys in this eye contact stuff. What does that mean, Misty? No eye contact. You saw Bravey? Oh, you heard him. Okay. Yeah, he's a little. We had to put it on. Put his. He used to be without the little. Oh, he heard his name again. Here we go.
Yep.
His collar. But then we couldn't hear him in the backyard, so we put it on. He's a little guy. He gets into stuff. So, and he's been traveling quite a bit. So now every time he sees Mo packing, he thinks his bag is supposed to. You have to see him. He literally acts this out. He like runs over to her bag, and and she's convinced that she understands everything he's saying. It's quite funny, and she'll have to sit down and she talks to him and reasons with him, and I'm like, this is interesting. She'd go, okay, you're not going this time, so, and he'll look and jump up on her suitcase like mine too. He has his own little roller, and he's learned to travel on the planes, and he's usually between her legs or somewhere, in his own seat sometimes. And she unzips the bag and he pops his head out and he just sits there. And normally he's a little feisty guy.
He's a good boy, a good flyer, huh?
He's a better flyer than I am. Who would have thought? Seriously, he really is. Nice. And she'll snap a picture every now and then of him just chilling. I think the hum of the plane keeps him relaxed. Nice. He doesn't need any CBD. None of that. He just handles his business. He gets off and he knows parts of Florida now because he's been there enough. He knows parts of Florida where he, does his own little walk. He has a cousin when he lands. He knows the yards of certain people that he's used to being. I mean, it's really interesting. Really interesting. I explain to you. You explain things to your friend. Like she'll say to me, "All right, babe, see you later." And if we're in close proximity, we embrace. She stops and gives him a conversation. And if she's talking to me on the way out the door, or whatever, she'll step back in and go, "Bravey, I'll be right back, okay?" So, okay.
That's our baby. That's our baby. What you gonna do?
There's nothing I can do.
That's
Not even if I try. I've attempted to do things and they just fail miserably.
Yep, it's over. That's it.
What do you say? What do you say to your fur babies? Yeah, my cats understand me. Okay. All right.
But you know what? I used to have a cat named Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
That I thought. I don't know like kinds of cats.
Alias Catus.
He was just a cat,
Alias Catus.
And when we got him, he wasn't quite weaned yet from his mom. So I used to feed him with a little doll bottle, feed him milk. And I think he grew up thinking that I was his mom. And I taught him how to play fetch. And yeah, he played fetch and he used to sing. My favorite song back then, that song from Sesame Street, sing a song, sing out
happy. Yes, I knew that song in English and Spanish.
Strong. Yep, he used to sing that song.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't quite sound like that, but he sang. He was good, so they understand. They have these Mama has to go away and get the money for the cat food and stuff.
I'll come back. I swear, I always do.
That is funny.
Shaggy the dog, Chevy Chase.
That is funny. Mama has to go away and get the money for the cat food and stuff.
I swear I'll come back.
That is so freaking hysterical. That is funny.
I'll come back. I swear I always do. That's
you're listening to WJBR Internet Radio in the basement with JaVonne and Terez,
where they come back with the cat food and stuff. Cats with Genesis and Ganges.
Okay.
Oh, Genghis. Okay. Sorry.
Genghis, yeah.
Sorry about that. Genghis as in Genghis Khan.
She said, when I come home, I be like, who you with? They be like, meow.
Instant party.
All right.
Is that my dog? Yes, that was my little fine feathered friend. No, my little man of the house. He knows how to lift curtains. He knows how to lift blinds. He knows when she's within maybe, I want to say, when she's about a few blocks away, he always runs to the window. They're definitely plugged in, those two. It's like, when he was a handheld thing, she used to put him in her handbag. Like that her and Brave just have this thing. There's actually, she would actually carry him in her handbag. So they've been kind of on the road. He has everything but a stick and a little thing, a bag tied to the end of it. Boy, oh, a sheepdog.
That's deep.
Animals have the natural ability to pick up on the energy for sure. Yes, I know when I'm not feeling well, he's always there. And for some reason I just don't like animals licking me. And he likes that. He likes to lick your hands and your feet. And
that's how they kiss.
Something about that just makes me go, ooh, ooh.
That's how they kiss.
Is that how they kiss?
They're showing love. Yes.
Yeah, I show love. I pick him up and I hug him. And when I give him love back, he freezes. He's like, what are you doing? Put me down. Oh, gosh. Hilarious. Paisley yells at me when she's ready to go sleep later. Oh, wow. That's a cute name. Paisley, Genesis, and Genghis. And what was your cat's name?
I had a cat named Sydney, but the last cat I had was Nathan or Nathaniel or something like that. But I didn't have him long. I was allergic to him. And I had a cat named Jamagai.
Name?
Jamagai, a jet black cat that I named after Jasmine Guy. Yeah, that was, then. Jamagai. Actually, the way I came up with it, I saw her on some talk show, and she was saying that she was from the South, and somebody referred to her as Jamagai, so I named my cat Jamagai. I didn't sing his name, but was it? I don't remember. I think it was a girl. I don't know. Whatever.
Y'all be careful. I know this is going to be
She said, Terez, that's what she meant by no eye contact. Whatever you did, just sent her to Terez. Don't do that. I can't take it. I don't know what you did.
My eyes are half masked right now. Because, I'm learning now that my eyes just disconnect from my body. So even if I'm still going, you could tell everything through my eyes. I am so sleepy. It's almost giddy. I'm trying not to giggle. That's how sleepy I am.
Exactly, Coco. That's what I named the Jamagai.
Jamagai.
Yep.
Interesting. Well, there was something that actually, and I don't know why, there's no connection between Jasmine Guy and Tisha Campbell that I'm aware of, except to say that, she was involved in an incident that I think we all, need to be super, super clear. Women particularly, but men as well. When y'all are calling, if you use the service Uber or Ride, Lyft, whichever ones you use, please make sure that before you get in, I know sometimes we have a tendency to run and we kind of holler at the driver and then get in. But please be vigilant when you look at the driver, check the car out, the plates, just kind of walk around the car. Say you want to get in from the other side or something, whatever you have to do, or just outright do it. Just make sure, the bottom line is make sure that this is the ride that you asked for, because The human trafficking piece is real. And Tisha Campbell reported that Tisha Campbell felt the need to share her experience, and as we should, and particularly folks with platforms when they can be helpful.
Don't
right?
forget.
Yeah, let me play it.
Awesome.
See if I can pull it up right quick. Let me see. Now, where did y'all go? Hold up. Where's Pop so he can call me Tammy too much?
Night, LaVonne.
Good night, LaVonne. Hot showered LaVonne.
Oh, God. You know what?
Hot shower. She's going to take a nice hot shower before she starts dozing off.
That helps you sleep.
That is true. That is true.
You get you some alkaline water. You boil a little bit of it, not too hot, right before it starts to do the little thing. You just want it warm. You take you a mason jar. You cut you some slices of lemon. You throw some cinnamon sticks in there. You can even throw a little pinch of agave. It's not supposed to be sweet. You let that sit overnight. And in the morning, or put it in the refrigerator. In the morning, you wake up and you let that be the first thing you drink. You get the cinnamon properties. You definitely get that lemon property. You get that water, and it is some kind of good to go in the first thing.
Okay, y'all ready?
Yes.
Don't freak out, but I think I almost got snatched up. So they don't have Ubers where I'm filming, and I had to call a taxi. So I get this number, but the truck that the van that pulls up is real sketchy looking, but there's a guy in the back seat, right? So when he jumps out, the guy is just standing there. I thought he was getting dropped off, but he's just standing there. He goes, "Get in." And I go, "What?" He goes, "Get in." And I go, "No." And then I look at the car, look inside the car, it's fucked up. The rubber is pulled up from the bottom. There's dirt everywhere. The back seat looked like it's snatched out for a fucking reason. And so the guy in the front seat, the driver goes, "Get in the car." And I go, "Well, I'm not getting in the car." And the guy in the back is like kind of mushing his body towards me to get in the car. And the guy says, "Well, then get in the front seat then." I said, "I'm not getting in that fucking car. Fuck y'all. Fuck out of here," right? I asked the lady at the front desk, I said, "Yo, who's the guy that gave me this number?" And she was like, "Why would he give you this number?" Yo, this trafficking shit is real, but they got me fucked up. They got me fucked up. Because I ain't Gina, bitch.
Let me tell you something. All of her New York was out in that very moment. All of her New York was out in that very moment. But it is what it is. Be hyper vigilant when you are jumping in these. Hey, Auntie Melba. Yay. Happy Black History Month to you too. You just must make sure that you pay attention, ladies and gentlemen, getting in and out of these Ubers, taxis, all kinds of stuff, particularly in some of these remote areas where you have to call them. And, in her case, she was working and wanted just to get back. Please remain vigilant, because we just want to make sure everybody stays safe. Double check those rides.
Exactly. And
Scary.
we have to educate the young people about what's out there, the dangers that lurk.
Not just the young people
and the old people. Well, and the old people and the adults.
Yes.
But I'm speaking specifically about younger people, because younger people tend to not believe that anything bad can happen to them. But yes, everybody, please look out, be careful. And I got to go back to this. You can't just
you just can't act like the legend ain't in the building, right?
You know what I'm saying? Look, let me just show you something, Auntie Melba, okay? I keep you right here, okay? You are right here next to me, always. And if you all don't have this CD, y'all need to get it. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it well?
Yep, sure can.
Yeah.
Giving you face.
That's right. Beautiful face. Now, the other thing is that we have to continue to support our living legends.
Yes.
And as a matter of fact, that's right. You're always here, Auntie Melba.
You thought this was a game, Auntie Melba? You thought this was a game?
You with me all the time. You inspiration, you and this little one here. These two stay with me all the time.
You know what's funny? And you know, and I say this, and folks don't, you know, folks don't believe it till they actually see it. But I say this all the time. There's certain music that will always get me through. You know, talking about put you in a good mood.
Yes.
One of my all-time, and I know you may have one, so I'm gonna ask you next. And I know that she has done an amazing catalog of new stuff as well. That is smashing, quite frankly, too, and still on the dance floor you go. One of my all-time Melba Moore favorites is that doggone "Pick Me Up, I'll Dance."
I knew you was gonna say that.
That is my, and forever be. That's in rotation. You know, you have on your iPod the top 25 songs, that little category that comes up.
Yep.
I'm all up in those ad libs and everything. I'm all up in those ad libs.
I just want to dance. Just pick me up, I'll dance. Dance to the music, dance. Just pick me up, I'll dance. Dance to the music, dance. Just pick me up, I'll dance. I'll dance to the music, dance. Just pick me up, I'll dance. Dance to the music, dance. Don't wanna talk, just pick me up, I'll dance. I'll dance to the music, dance. Yeah. Just pick me up, I'll dance. To the sweet music. I love the music. I'll dance to the music. Just me up, I'll dance. Dance to the music, dance.
Hey. Come on now.
Nobody else can do me better than I can. I'm still here and still doing me. What goes around will always come back again. So just take me as I am. I'm just doing me. You better do it. I'm just doing me. You can do it. I'm just doing me. You better do it. I'm just doing me. I'm just gonna do me. I had to take the time and learn to love myself, get to know me so much better. Every moment in my life has made me stronger. Many lessons learned from them all. I'm just doing me. You better do it. I'm just doing me. You can do it. I'm just doing me. You better do it. I'm just doing me. I'm just gonna do me.
Now, she mentions that McFadden and Whitehead produced Pick Me Up, I'll Dance, right?
Of course they did.
Now listen to this song that Mr. Gene McFadden's son Dominique produced for Auntie Melba. I love this one too. This one is one of my favorites.
Come on.
What we had is just a memory. Yeah, so inseparable we used to be. Rain just falling down on my parade.
Come on.
You gave up on me. Why were you afraid? There were many nights I lay down and cried. How could I go on without you by my side? I never knew love would be so quiet. Does it really matter when your heart's not there? I know we had our share of ups and downs. So naive thinking you'd stay around. I gave up every little part of me. You took for granted what our love could be. Many nights I lay down and cried. Oh, what can I do? I don't want without you. I never knew. Does it really matter when your heart's not there? I can't believe what I'm going through. I know I can find somebody better for me. I know I can survive. If you know, like I know, we're better off for now on. It's over, so goodbye. Do not take no more time. One thing I need, so please won't you just let me be? He's gone, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone. Many nights I cry. What can I do? What should I do? I can't go on anymore. How did it get so bad? Does it really matter when your heart's not there? Heart's not there. Many nights I cry. How can I go on without you by my side? How can I go on? Would I love be so quiet? I never do. Does it really matter when your heart's not there? What can I do to survive? What can I do? What can I do to survive? What can I do? What can I do?
Ooh, come on. Come through instrumentation.
You know what I'm saying?
That's when the soul was connected to the bass.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And wait.
Fender in the
We
building.
need this new song now.
It feels like we may have to have Auntie Melba come through again because this new music thing dropping, and I'm sorry. Taiwan needs to know she dropped some music.
You know what I'm saying?
What's going on?
Exactly. Oh my goodness. I get so excited. I love her. She's such a sweet spirit, such a good energy, and Just a nice human being.
We gonna have to call cousin Ron and get Auntie Melba back up here talking about this new single she got going on. So in love.
And you know what? I'm gonna have a talk with that young man, because I did say whenever she comes through with anything, he's got to send it to me. So we're gonna have to have, a come to Jesus moment where I say, sir.
Plus, have we checked on Auntie Melba lately? Like, we gotta check on our strong friends. What's happening?
Yes, yeah. It dropped already. Well, you know what? We gonna need you to come through. It didn't drop here.
It didn't drop here.
Yeah, so we gotta drop it here.
Taiwan is waiting for this music.
Yes.
So,
our second largest community of listeners on our podcast is in Taiwan. So I don't know whether or not they're listening to the new joint in Taiwan, but we want to make sure that they hear it. So we need a copy so that we can play it on our podcast so that everybody can hear it. And Lilo Thomas, we absolutely freaking fracking love Lilo.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will extend another invitation to Mr. Thomas because you just mentioned his name. You see how that works?
Absolutely.
If Auntie Melba says it, it's done.
And thank you, Miss Matthews. I sure will. And Oya, yes, is partial to Aquarians. That I didn't know. Okay.
Interesting.
Miss Matthews, we were asking about you earlier. We were talking about
numerology and 2222.
Yeah, 2222. Time Traveler. Lilo Thomas, Harlem in the 80s. Drop. Top.
God,
all the memories. Yeah. Lilo Thomas was a friend of mine. I used to love him. God.
Remember the day you said.
I went number 1 through UK with So in Love. Okay.
See, we late then. We're late.
I'm gonna create a disco night.
Oh, that'd be hot.
I think that's what's gonna have to happen. I just think that's just gonna have to happen. Why? Because I can.
See, but you play Pick Me Up, I'll dance all night long. Because
I do.
I don't know if I could dance that much.
Listen, when you hear that come on after a good mix or two, that just like there's nothing like a properly EQ'd system where you can hear every instrument crystal clear that they're playing.
Yeah, that's nice.
It just goes through you like, ugh.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. We're gonna have to make that happen.
Make it happen. Make it do what it do. Disco night.
Yes.
And
back in the day where they actually play it from YouTube, So in Love.
Let's see if I can pull it up.
Ah.
You keep chatting, Rezzy. Let me
Let
me do my magic trick.
All right. Let the fingers, happy fingers start dancing there. Please tell Mo to give Oya. What's that say? Please tell Mo to give Oya. What is that? Hold on. Okay, please tell Mo to try to give Oya something today before midnight. Can feed her outside of the cemetery. 9 pennies. Clean the pennies and an eggplant. Chocolate red wine. Do not return home the same way she went. It's vital that Aquarians do not ignore Oya today. Okay, I'll pass the message along. I don't know too many red wine, chocolate, pennies. Okay, pennies. 9 pennies.
Over the weekend, Tisha Campbell took.
Oh God, how'd that happen? That's not what I did. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I think I found it. Found the song. Are you still there?
Mm-hmm.
Tammy, too much.
Donna Summer, yes, me too. What's there not to love about Donna Summer?
Yeah. How about that?
I can dance all night from the isolated instruments. It's good to heat the isolated and collective. Okay, I don't think I read that right, or I may not understand
I
what
can
that
dance all night from all the isolated instruments. It's good to heat the isolated and collect. I'm not sure what that means. Coco, you're gonna have to give us that one more again.
But
And
if it means like, you know, back in the day, the bass, you know, a popular bass instrument that had a really good rich sound, Fender, the company Fender used to make some really legendary basses. Bass.
yeah, basses.
And they and they would make the strings for them as well. So all of the thumpers that were worth their salt had these Fender basses, or you know, customized bass, but that was like the prototype in a sense. And they had such a familiar, nostalgic, unforgettable warmth they brought to the sound. So if you've ever heard some like really, really good bass players, ooh, particularly like traditional band players, like, because you know, I'm. It sucks that I think Earth, Wind, and Fire is playing as we speak, and I'm not in the audience. As we speak, they're in Jersey, and I'm not in that audience. We are all still here. Set up the interview with Ron. It's Black History Month. That's what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying?
That's it. So let me play this song and honor your requests. All requests are open right now, and especially this one. Not all requests, only Auntie Melba requests. I guess I'm being biased. Okay. So in Love, Melba Moore. On WJBR Internet Radio.
The whisper of your name melts every tear away.
Come on now.
I look into your eyes, refreshes like the morning rain. With you I'm home, with you I'm safe. With you there's no other place I'll ever be. I never thought that love would feel this way. I won't ever get away. I'm gonna shout it from the mountain and say, I'm so in love with you. Every day, I'm so everywhere. I'm so in love with you. In love with you, baby. So in, so in. So in. Puts a smile on my face, right around with me. Let me know you're here to stay. We can journey. We could fight through anything. We got a bond so strong can't break. The look in my eyes will never be with you. I'm safe. With you there's no other place I'd rather be alone. I never knew that love could feel this way. I'm gonna shout it from the mountain and say, I'm so in love with you, baby. Every day. I'm so ever feeling. The way you know me, the smile on my face. I'm in in love. I'm in love with you, baby. Every day.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That is nice. That is so nice. That is
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
that's amazing.
And how does Khaled say it? And another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go buy that one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I can't wait for anybody to send that to me. I have to go buy it. I have to, and that's the other thing, party people. Please support, and support means buy.
Taiwan, that's Melba, Melba Moore, the legend. If you don't know, now you know. Please go cop that.
That was dope. That was dope. Hey, Seiji.
Here's something that I'm happy about, but sad to announce at the same time. And I say sad because it just provokes those feelings. 4 individuals were arrested in linking them to the death of Michael K. Williams. Mm-hmm. 4 individuals that were, you have a very unique situation here. And prayerfully, no one else will be harmed by whatever they're soliciting on the street. Rest well, Mike. Rest well.
4 people were arrested.
Well, it's public information now. So what I will say is that there were, there's literally no place you can probably go in the city of New York where there aren't cameras or some other kind of, it's just heavy surveillance.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a ring, everybody's got a security camera, and in some cases businesses are required to have them, and they have them in multi areas. Okay. Some hidden, some not so hidden. So apparently in a street transaction for the narcotic was captured. A hand-to-hand was allegedly captured, and that is and the 4 individuals that were apprehended were they found out who they were and arrested them because they were.
Was it laced stuff? Was it was intentionally laced?
It was. Yeah, they were selling it on the street.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Mm-hmm. Allegedly. I will keep that in front.
Well, hopefully nobody else has to suffer. Also, just to put this out here real quick, because we are at the wind down. But we should be paying attention to the fact that there are bomb threats at just about every historically Black university and college right now. There have been bomb threats this week. Actually, was it starting February 1st, which was yesterday? It was like it's Black History Month, right? And so these fools have been setting off bomb threats. And so the kids, the young people are not going to school, and everybody's afraid, and for good reason. People have been threatening to shoot up the schools. But let's keep our young people lifted. Let's keep our young people in prayer. And let's keep our seniors lifted and in prayer. And if you know a Black senior, ask them a question about when they were younger. Let's do that for Black History Month. How about we learn our history individually as our family tree, or find out about somebody else?
Mm-hmm. Share a little of your own.
Right, and share a little bit of your own. Yes, there were a couple of threats 2 weeks ago, and They heated up yesterday. And so this has become a big thing. So I wanted to put that out there. And one thing's for sure, one thing that I always like to stress and what I like to say and what I believe to be the truth is that our ancestors, and I'm talking to every Black human being or anyone with African lineage whose family members were enslaved. Only the strong could survive what our ancestors survived. There was no weak. There was no, you couldn't be weak. You couldn't be dumb. You couldn't be stupid. You couldn't be less than to survive what our ancestors survived. I don't think I could do it. We come from the strongest of the strong. A lot of people didn't make it on that voyage. Some people jumped overboard. Some people died of disease. Some people were murdered. Some people, there was just so much terrible things going on on those ships that they couldn't mentally survive it. We are the descendants of the strongest that Africa had to offer. And that's what I offer you. We are worthy. We are so much more. We are so great that they have continued to do everything they
60
could.
seconds.
Anything they can imagine to make us not believe in ourselves. To break our spirits. But we're still here. And every day, every breath is a possibility. Is potential.
Sure.
And that's what I want to leave you with for today. That's my Black History moment.
And a very good one indeed, Silky.
Well, thank you, Terez. So, Terez, for you, I need you to get some rest.
I am going to do what? Night.
Get some rest, sweetheart. And for all of y'all, stay worthy. Let people know. Live in your Blackness. Be proud. Just do it.
10 seconds.
See y'all Saturday.
Right on.
Love, peace, and soul.
Hi, everybody. You're in the basement with JaVonne and Terez. This is Melba Moore.
Still in the basement, no longer alone, with my homegirl Terez on the microphone. Music, politics, or just chatting it up. Brunch in the basement, see that's what's up. You never know who might run through. Legendary artist or someone brand new. You miss a lot when you miss one day. At least that's what I heard somebody say. But it doesn't really matter what whoever says. It's always a good show with JaVonne and Terez. Yeah. Brunch in the basement with JaVonne and Terez. Yeah. Let's see who we got today. Come on, everybody's a friend in my head. I already know everybody. Whatever it is, it's gonna be good. One day I'll tell you about me and Shaka Khan, but
Oh my gosh.
yeah. But she doesn't know anything about it. But anyway. No, she doesn't. She wasn't even there actually. But anyway.
All our bosses though, Jay. Like, she got our ears and
I'm gonna send y'all some perfume. I'll definitely get an address. I'll send y'all out.
You can send me some cologne, because I mean, yeah. Just in case I should meet Shaka Khan, I want to smell really, nice.
Oh God.
Okie dokie, babe. Whatever you say.
the time. So,
and we thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you. This part, that little piece, I'm just gonna keep and play it all the time for myself. But no, I'm just teasing.